For more than 2 years, Nigeria was without the wild polio virus, but this has now changed with the discovery of 2 cases in northern Borno a few weeks ago. This has led to a frenzy of activities, including plans for a 5-round nationwide immunization campaign to stop further spread of the childhood killer disease. The FCT authorities, for their part, are not prepared to be caught unawares. This, they say, is because the Nigerian capital is a high-risk area due to the number of displaced persons in the territory.
We're going to carry out 5 immunizations in the country. FCT is going to have 4, and it's going to be in September, October, November. We're going to have 4 immunizations and 2 immunizations all over the country. Whether there is polio, high risk, or anything, we must carry out that immunization. And we are asked to intensify our surveillance system. So FCT has been declared high risk because of that. 45,000 internally displaced persons in 9 camps in FCT, and they move and goes back to the area where there's an outbreak, so they can bring back the case to us.
The Executive Secretary, FCT Primary Healthcare Board, wants Abuja residents to imbibe the attitude of good hygiene, cleanliness, and avoid open defecation. This, according to him, is because a clean environment is one sure way of avoiding polio infection.
And make sure that the water that you are using for your household is clean, and I'm sure we are going to, and we avoid open defecation. You can see children in the community where they have open defecation outside the place when they are playing with other children. They can spread polio from that if the child has not been immunized, and children are playing with that, and they can play with the sun, with the stool. And this open defecation is another vehicle of transmission of polio.
FCT residents, for their part, are concerned about the virus but are hopeful that measures are in place to curb it.
Polio affects a child. It's like the baby or maybe the person is damnably sick, or maybe it causes different symptoms in the body, maybe the ability of growth, and maybe the level of performance. It will affect the immune system. That is how polio normally affects children.
You just said that the issue of polio is coming up again. It's no big deal. They should do the needful. That what they've been doing previously, they should continue. That is going from house to house, schools to schools, hamlets to hamlets. So they should continue. They shouldn't relax. Probably there is a breakdown in communication somewhere. Then it should continue.
The authority responsible went back to sleep after that, and the disease had to come back. That was the reason. So I remember they followed up. In fact, in my area, I know that every weekend, these polio workers have been coming to my door, knocking on my door every day. And when the former regime was no more in power, I think they went back to sleep. Nobody came around again. I was even wondering.
The Nigerian authorities plan to dedicate the next 3 years to carrying out an intensive campaign to ensure that the country is finally taken off the list of polio endemic countries. Chinomso Amadi, PTV News, Abuja.